All to play for on Inferno. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have been waiting all week for. An entire full best of 5 grand final. Mongols, they came into Anubis and we thought maybe this is their chance to take it over the line. And you know what? They had a few chances to do so. But Cyclone kept themselves alive. The map advantage from the upper bracket playing absolute dividends right now. And Inferno is where it is all decided. I'm so looking forward to this. What a series we've had so far now.
We've been blessed. We really have. It has been so damn good to see. And let's see what more we have left in the locker. Inferno to decide things, and not a bad start for Alman. He was, without a shadow of a doubt, the best player coming forward for the side of Cyclone. And this is what he can bring to the table. That's a lovely another kill added to the tally.
What a beast. What an absolute machine for Cyclone. Looking good to hold it down, isn't it? 9-10. He's got all this utility, trying to do something with it. Will eventually take down Alman, but that is all she wrote for the round. Brilliant start from Cyclone, picking up where they left off.
Not bad. Okay, so for Cyclone, this now is where you want to start things off. You've got already, I guess, kind of early kind of weaponry to speak of to come forward. You've got the M4s out on display in just a sec. We have a little tech pause, but hopefully it's only a brief one. We'll see what they bring to the table. But they do have good money. Alman can comfortably go in towards the likes of an M4 here with the armor and all the rest. I think the biggest thing when you're Cyclone in these sort of rounds is you've got to prioritize that head armor, even though it's not something you traditionally do on the CT side. When you know you're coming against these pistols, the Glocks and all the rest, whatever the Mongols bring to the table, it's a bit of a requirement. I don't think we're going to see too much out from the Mongols here. Probably speaking, just maybe the odd upgraded pistol, which we do see. A couple of Tech 9s, a couple of the Eagles, maybe something could work forward for them. All you're looking for is a bomb plant. You're not expecting anything else. I'd be very doubt that Cyclone was sweating towards this round.
All right. We'll see, though, man. We'll see. Mongols working in with a buy. What do you reckon to this? What do you reckon to this? We've not really seen it out the whole series long, you know? They've been dotted in places, the little force buys throughout the playoffs if you've been tracking all week, but not seen it in this series in particular, so I don't know how I feel about it, you know? There's a lot on the line here, Mongols.
You know, normally...
maybe your first map, but...
Yeah, normally it's a risk. The only thing I think about is yesterday, right? I mean, how many did they convert? It felt like they converted more than gun rounds at times. And that's maybe the only thing I think of. Yesterday was pretty good at times. I mean, we've even seen these Tech 9 rounds to the Mongols, just because it's so akin to their playstyle, actually be, you know, somewhat scary. So, I think where we find ourselves at the moment, I don't hate it, but it is a bit of a risk, like you said. This is deep, you know, map 5 and a best of 5. Those vibes, if you start poorly, can be pretty tough to get back under control.
Bit of spamming up middle, but nobody presenting anything from that Cyclone side of things. There's actually aggression down banana from both teams, but it's paying so well for Cyclone. Just 2 remaining now. Big damage there from the tech, so Alman's got to be careful. However, Advent is here with the Julies. Little difficult for him to convert anything. Knife is out! Oh my goodness, and Alman, he saved the life of Advent. I think Advent would have survived a right click, to be fair, but all the same, what a wild attempt there. Cyclone finding 2.
Yeah, I gotta say as well, it's probably most importantly the fact that it's inexpensive. 1 kill coming through. No real kind of skin off the back of Cyclone there. And because that was that force buy that we speak of, it just now means Cyclone get a 3-0 start. The next time I see a buy is when they're hunting for their 4th. It's good. It actually puts them in a nice position here. Cyclone there, at least got, you know, that confidence kind of brought over from that previous round. With how rough this series started, I was worried that we could be in for a bit of a blowout. Thankfully, we've not been given that. Cyclone look good. Tech, no, that Molly's going to spread. Yeah, he was in trouble from the get-go there. Alman continues to press 7-1. Continues to be such a threat. Kaze can have one of his own with the Tech 9.
Mzinho, quick down the long holes, and then suddenly he's going to drop back. What a ruse. What a genius. We'll see what he's able to cook up here from the lower apartments. Creeping out in towards short and dead immediately. He's close, though. Mercury's only on 2 HP. So, you know, nearly caught him off guard. But, yeah, I do love the idea of things there. A couple deagles left to contend with. Kaze hitting the mouse wheel, but it's all good. It pays off. What a move. What a bit of tech.
That Tech 9, man. In the right hands, the right player, on the move. Very little you can do. And, of course, you know, he was only using a Tech 9 in that round because he wants the AWP out, right? So he's just saving as much funds as he can to have an AWP buy in. But the fact that he's walking away with a couple of kills, too, it ain't bad, sir. You're going to take it. Take it all the same. 3-0. Mongols' first true full buy for them. AK's out on display. Like we spoke of, Kaze has got AWP. Also sitting 7-1. Kaze and Alman were actually the two players who started so poorly in this series. They were struggling to get frags. Both at one point were 1-7. And now they've completely turned it around. Now they sit 7-1 at Mirage. They were really struggling to find their form too. This is really good to see.
Wyatt moves into this. Mongols just spreading out. Obviously a very important round here to set the tone of the first half. Maybe a Cyclone player oversteps. May well have been a small opportunity there at the top end of Banana. Just about to say they love playing 3 over on B. I think it was a bit of an idea to show aggressive presence and maybe, yeah, sell the idea that there's 3 of them. They nearly pulled 4 away, which for my money would have been the correct decision, even based off of the lack of information. Kaze, though, opening up is a brilliant find. Mercury not thwarted by the fact that he's got a FAMAS. Finds the double over there at long. Mzinho can't get anything done. And Cyclone, this might just be the perfect map for them to end the series on.
Yeah, it might be. 4-0, man. This is good. Winning against the pistols, winning against the guns, and actually making it look quite clean as well. Good util coming through. It just gives those rifles a lot of room to play around with. This is really important. Actually, the fact that for the most part it's been so inexpensive. I mean, so far, the Mongols in 4 rounds played have only got 2 kills. That's it. They killed Kaze once, they killed Alman once. That is it. Advent, Jam Young, and Mercury yet to die. Speaks volumes to how one side of this has looked thus far. Just pistol them to work with great util damage early, though. 9-10 Techno Blitz take a huge chunk, but Alman's not exactly healthy, and Advent neither. So, let's make it a little bit of a conversation to be had here.
Advent. Let's get that smoke down. A little bit of a flash as well to just sort of keep them at bay here. Would be the correct call. Smoking towards CT, bursting pretty quickly off the back of it. I'm going to find one through the smoke with the spray down. Lot of damage done. Certainly potential to convert this one easily. However, I think they'll concede the bomb plant in the meantime. Armin with some ridiculous shots. Close for Advent. And low HP for the planter, but unable to stop the bomb from going down.
Oh, I think they look a little nervous on the retake. They're obviously going to give us a go. They got the numbers, but playing with time, it's still going to come into the face of 9-10. He falls, and so does Mzinho. No chance really here. Constellation kill? No. Flawless. Still struggling to even get the mere thing as a kill. And, that'll be a 5-0 start. I mean, the silver lining there is, of course, just getting any sort of a bomb plant. You know, just putting the money in the back pocket. It will mean 9-10 going towards an AWP and all the rest. But, yeah, man, this is not good. It's not good at all. Really not what you want to see. Coming in towards the final map in a best of 5, and Cyclone have just come out the gates flying here.
Deep mid-smoke there from Cyclone. Blitz gonna go through it. He's a bit crazy. Another player spotted as well over the top. Big nade damage. So a solid opening for Cyclone, able to back away and just keep everybody alive. It's again, it's brilliant. Just loving the Counter-Strike out from both of these teams. It is so good. A little bit unorthodox in places, you know, deep mid-smoke, nade spams can be dangerous, but they're really making it work here, Cyclone, keeping things very, very fresh.
And now, goes quiet. Jammo's got a flank and he'll pounce at the right time. Mzinho gets caught. My oh my. This will change things a little bit going forward as well. Mongols, not got a lot of HP. They can't even get towards the side round. It looks like they want to go towards B, but they met once again with a smoke.
Looking good here for the Mongols, is it? They've got a pretty solid setup. Do Cyclone, I'm not sure I'm a big fan. They're going to go charging in. It's well known, it's well thought out. Advent swings around, but yeah, just no real resistance setup. 6th round in a row for Cyclone. Mongols kind of getting a taste of their own medicine here.
Yeah, this is Mirage, but in reverse. It is... It's a massacre. It's just not comfy to watch at all. There's no conversations being had, basically, in any way. Mongols aren't even scratching the surface. I think that's the more worrying part about this. You know, if some of these rounds were a little bit close, and then we were saying, okay, you know, they're getting it closer and closer, one of these buys will work. No, not even. Barely even getting remotely close to a round in their favor. First act ball is going to be called by the Mongols, understandably so. We find ourselves again in quite an interesting position where, well, Cyclone obviously don't need to change anything, but if you know, Mongols, off the back of that conversation, how do you change anything? They tried going quick, not working. Beaten essentially by util. When they slow things down as well, they just get isolated and picked apart.
(9-10) aggressive up middle. Nobody taking a peek this time around. Cyclone, I think, starting to feel that the energy in the Mongols is changing. The frustration is there. And of course, you know, 6 rounds is your turning point in a half where you become the victors if you go any further than this. And they obviously have a lot of scope to go further than it. Contact up mid, though. I like the idea from the Mongols. At least the 2-man. 9-10 and Blitz. Slowly taking space, not quite perfectly lined up together, though. That's where I begin to dislike it, because there's no opportunity to trade. Annoyance on B. Is it a fake? Or are they just kind of desperate to find an opening? I would say with where the bomb is at, yeah, they're just really looking to find that first frag at any cost.
Something good. Blitz taking a lot of damage. He's lucky to still be alive. Alman. Same goes for him. He's being flanked as well. He should get caught. 9-10 fluffs his lines. In the corner here as well. Kaze at least answers back into a Senzu. And Advent can come in for support as well. He now knows his bracket area is clean. Alman, all he has to do is look ahead, hold forward. This is falling apart. Mongols look so clueless right now.
Oh, big one from 9-10. That will hold them off from moving back in towards B. Kaze then ultimately just has to buy a bit of time. Lovely shot. Mzinho remains alone. He's going to know where he's at. Keep buying that time. Keep playing around. Make sure he just can't get the plant in towards Nubox and takes him out for good measure. Kaze staying cool for his 13th kill of the game. Alman just behind him on 12. So, yeah, these guys are looking pretty hot. And, oh my goodness, Neo. I hadn't looked across. Just kind of going with the flow of the game. The scoreline is one thing. I don't know if you caught it. 4 players on Mongols.
Yes.
Don't have a kill.
Yes. It's
I didn't
only
know it was
9-10.
that bad. I didn't know it was that bad. Maybe I have seen it and, you know, my mind has just chosen to forget it, repress the trauma. But now it's all coming back to me.
Some selective viewing
I've
here.
been unzipped.
Ladies and gents, when was the last time in a professional game that you saw 4 James Bonds? I don't think ever. I don't remember seeing 4 James Bonds in a professional game of Counter-Strike. It's insane. 9-10's 4-7. Everybody else 0-7. Senzu only done 53 damage across 7 rounds played. My God. Talk about one. There's one-sided and then there's that. This is one of the most dominant displays we've seen in a long time. We thought Mirage was one-sided earlier. This takes it to a whole new level at the current moment. And the way things are playing right now, I do not know if anything will even change.
I mean, yeah, it's going to have to be an insane flip from Mongols. Maybe the second half is a place to do it, but you need at least 3, if not 4. And that feels like a chore in and of itself. Nade spamming towards Pit. Doesn't find a kill, the Tech-9 does. Mercury, oh my goodness, yeah, it's absolutely wild as there's just targets everywhere. The A-bomb site gonna fall. They get a little lucky. Kaze nearly fuming at that one as Advent crossed right in front of him, but Advent does manage to find the kill, so it's neither here nor there. Boost coming in. Kaze trying to find a spot above it, but nothing happening. They do have plenty of cash here. They do have the kits, so absolutely give this one a go, or what? We're checking all the angles, using up a lot of time. I suppose they don't really know where to look, so it is going to be really, really difficult. Mzinho finds the first out towards long. Players in on the site as well in a pretty good crossfire, all down to Advent. Do some damage, drop some guns, but it's only 1 for him. Mongols, against all the odds, will manage to find their first round. Need a few more of those.
It's has to say the least. And someone else got some kills, which is good. Mzinho with 3, Techno with 2. The James Bonds are gone, at least for a little bit, or some of them. But we'll still never forget. First round put on the board. Those Tech-9 rounds, the Mongols have always been pretty scary across, well, the bulk of the lower bracket, essentially. 7-1, however. Still a mountain to climb to get back into this game. And, of course, no issues reinvesting back in for Cyclone. Plenty of money left in those back pockets, and that's for multiple rounds to come. Got 2 players sitting on over 10k. Kaze, up close. Nice shot as well. Quick flick. Finds Senzu.
Techno on a bit of a contact maybe towards B, or perhaps just biding his time at the moment. Mongols, obviously right back to the drawing board, bro. This is really not good. Did not want to lose that early player so early and for free, etc, etc. Flash goes round. Techno going to give the look in towards CT, unable to find the frag. Smoke comes down, that will keep them at bay, and again, we have not made much ground as yet. Kaze and Alman, oh my goodness, will manage to chime in. Very well played by Alman. Nade backed up by the spray. Moves it all down to 9-10 and Blitz. Blitz has yet to frag. Will he get himself on the board? I don't think so, Advent. Oh my goodness, Steve, stop his number. Look at that. Blitz does manage to find a kill though, but Cyclone right back to their winning ways.
What you want to see as well. Got a little bit of a breather at first. They come back into what I assume to be a buy here. A couple of players were left low enough that I don't think they'd get at least the AK-47s. Yeah, a bit of a weird one in that round. Thankfully, Advent is there to clean it up. Yeah, we do see a second attack pause being called. I wonder what 9-10's decision is here. He can basically go in towards like Galil and like armor if he wants. We can look at maybe a Mac 10 potentially as well. Techno can get an AK, but he's no util for him. Be tough conversations to be had. I'm just going to consider what 9-10 goes for. Maybe in towards like those Tech 9 or Mac 10s a little bit quicker, get up in the face. Be a bit of a human flashbang. But an 8-1 scoreline, it's already looking very much out of control right now. We'll pick up the Galil, double Galil for both. Oh no, 9-10, he actually refunds it. Yeah, he's going to go into just the Deagle. It's a rough display. Rough indeed. So far as well. And you look on the other side, you know, Cyclone, you got individuals like Kaze up to 15 kills, Alman 13 kills, and then Jam Young just chilling on 3. He hasn't been called upon. He's 3-1.
Yeah, it's a bit wacky, isn't it? It is a bit wacky. A lot of presence from that AWP in particular. It's been something that the Mongols have really struggled to deal with. Banana control for the Mongols. What do they do with it? Decent amount of utility left, to be fair to them. Need to bait a bit more out from the CT side, though, because they also have a decent amount left. This is kind of the issue. When you're 8-1 up, you feel less inclined to just throw your utility in with no reason, you know, like preemptively, as it were. You kind of just do it as a reactionary thing. It seems we are headed towards A, Neo. I don't think they are really fancying the B side.
Alman, going to be tested in a second. He's just, you're not actually playing too much contact here. Calls for a flash, doesn't spot anything. No decision being made yet. Good swing. The Blitz is trained on the angle and will find the fry. This might call for now a split through towards B. They still left. Tech going that direction. The bomb's actually going to join them. So yeah, this is a B split. The 2 players in A either going to be calling for a very early save or going to be celebrating their teammates as kaze and Advent have got to do something miraculous here.
kaze, ready and waiting. What a shot to open it. Advent lands the spray down as well. They're still looking to be overwhelmed, but kaze keeps on going. He will eventually get traded, but there's no time to get the bloody bomb down. Oh my goodness. Kaze's impact on this map cannot be understated. He has found the 9th gear. I don't even know what is going on here, but he is having a hell of a map and just so smart in these engagements. You know, the way that he's taken them, keeps track of the time. 6 seconds as that spray down and that bomb gets dropped. Just needs to find one more and it's the perfect kill. You know, it's that player that was going to pick up the bomb, punch in the digits. Really, really well played from kaze.
Stunner. Really stepping up in such an important way. We look at kaze as well. In that one, Blitz is dropped up close when he picks up that bomb, and unfortunately the time gets the better of him. That's an elbow spotted. Oh my god, he's so lucky. 9-10 did that a lot against Limvision and got away with it. Cyclone seem to have done their prep work. Blitz might want to swing on the corner here. Jam Young waiting. He's crossed on perfect timing, but the Molotov's good. No, actually goes a little bit deep here. So Blitz has got... He's ahead here. I don't think Jam Young's going to have any sort of understanding. That's a free kill every day of the week. Played really well there by Blitz, and now still alive and towards the side. But 2 have been answered back, and he gets caught by Alman on the spam. Just when you think Mongols find just some way in towards a round, it's immediately put back in their face, and kaze will close it with ease. Every single time that any sort of minuscule advantage is found by the Mongols, Cyclone are shoving it back in their face with utmost force. 10-1. A complete no-show for the Mongols in towards the final map of the series. They've been stellar. And it looks like we're on for a kind of a theoretical reverse sweep. Granted, yes, Cyclone did get the upper bracket map advantage, but from 2 maps down, might be 2 in a row. And at this rate, I can't see it not being.
Yeah, and honestly, I think really, really good performance from them in that right. You know, say what you will about upper bracket. Obviously, they deserve that. They have done very well all season long. They win their 2 playoff games. Maybe hold the point, actually, because we are seeing a really quick round in from the Mongols here, trading things out quite well. An advantage, in fact, a vulnerable A bomb site, but it is Mr. kaze, the final boss, who cannot miss. They have to deal with. This is perhaps the worst position for the AWP to be in, however, and he will indeed get the brute end of the AK. Techno and Blitz left to clutch it up. Blitz so lucky to be alive, trying to exit towards the apartments, thinks better of it as not to give his life away prematurely. Flash comes round, Alman in and above this smoke, checking all the angles. It goes down, he wins the fight. Oh, but Blitz trades him out, and the Mongols will just find themselves a second round. 10-2 should be enough for Cyclone to work with. We've got a break, but don't go anywhere. You do not want to miss this end. All right, we are back. Cyclone in the double digits already, looking to close this series out, win the grand final, solidify their place at the top of Asian Pacific Counter-Strike once again. They will host this tournament, be fully into the TYLOO organization, and, well, what a legendary pairing it is. Fantastic team, some great names, some great individuals as we are seeing here, and of course TYLOO, most recognizable Asian organization in Counter-Strike at the moment.
Up towards B. 4 here, 5th just around the corner as well. Oh, Mercury. Nicely done, leaving just one on towards the sides. Quick rotation coming through from Blitz, but he might be a little too slow to support his teammate. Smoke will come down, he just gets out in front and he gets deleted. Techno gonna cross towards CT himself, which might go uncleared. Techno trying to do something and will. There's one, playing around the smoke. The smoke is absolute carnage, but the site is in favor of the T side, and Mercury gets 2 freebies, no! Running out of ammo that'll cost him his life. This is so wacky.
Yeah, well, listen, man, this is the energy that we've got when you've been playing for 4 hours nearly. Pretty much non-stop. Mzinho and 910, it feels like to save the game. They've got 3 to get through. 910 is 14 HP. There is no kit available. There is no utility, so it's all going to come down to the headies. Mzinho finds the first so fast. Kaze left low, picked off, tap onto the bomb. Alman just take it slow, play that bomb, and he knows indeed that it is likely to be a tap. 1 HP. There goes the 10-second timer. Mzinho, he finds the head, but it's all in vain. Cyclone 1 step closer to the victory.
Yeah, it's got to be said that it has just been such a good display. Everything that you'd want out of Cyclone is coming to fruition. And even though they lose all their lives there, it doesn't matter. I mean, Alman's played it to perfection. He understands there's no way they're almost going for a 10-second stick in that sort of situation. Even they had a kid as well. Just the sheer audacity, the gall to go for a stick in a 1v1 like that, especially when Mzinho has no idea who this last player is. It's never going to happen. Alman, you know, is a very experienced player. And he shows it time and time again. 16 kills to his name. Kaze leading the charge with 21. And it is attack pause. Funny enough to be called by Cyclone. I really don't think they're in any sort of stress. But what I do find interesting is look what the Mongols are going for. They're going for a force buy. M4 out for Blitz. Scout in play for 910. And a couple of pistols alongside it. This is it. This is the all-in poker call. This is all chips to the middle of the felt. It's now or never. For Mongols, they lose this, Cyclone lock in 12, and they're going to have no money to work with heading in towards what is most likely the final round of the map and the series in this best of 5 grand final. It is all here and now. The Mongols, this is an incredibly big call to make.
All right, we'll see then. 910 rings off the first shot, kind of revealing the fact that there is likely to be a force buy. Nade lands onto the players at the corner of Upper Banana. M4 in the hands of Blitz is the big gun to watch. Doesn't find anything. Flash comes in, still confident on the peak, though. And they are just taking their time, waiting for him to get a bit greedy. However, nobody takes that fight on the Cyclone side.
10. Vivek going to get up close here. Now you're going to be on the corner. One flash could be very dicey to see here. All he needs is a pop flash in this corner. And the one rifle they have of Blitz could be in a lot of trouble. In comes the molly. That flash is a beaut. There is no chance. Blitz gets caught. Senzu now in a lot of trouble. He has support of another pistol, but it's just pistols.
Yeah, not really looking too good, is it? Do or die kind of moment. There is a rotation around and maybe another one as well to come and join the B-bomb site. Cyclone obviously have to put the brakes on. And another smoke goes down. So yeah, they won't be moving for a little while. Unless they decide to go through it, which would be a bit crazy, to say the least. They may well do so. Failed Molotov there, as it doesn't quite land. Flashes going in. It looks like they're going for it. Oh, this could be a bloodbath, man. It just depends on which way it goes. Techno can't capitalize. Falls for his trouble. 910 has done so much damage. Finding a couple on the scout. Is that going to be enough for the rest of the team to pick up the pieces. Mzinho is here around the corner with the Deagle, looking for the headshots. Not quite going to get it, but he's isolating the fight. Alman on a Mac 10 has got to find them both, and it's too much for him to do. Mongols with a big win. Stay alive.
Well. It's such an incredible call to go for a force buy there. It is, I mean, kind of, in a way, Mongols opening up and saying to everybody, this is it, right? If we've got anything left in this game, we're going to have to show it towards this round. And that has completely changed the dynamic of at least the next few rounds. It's kept them alive for at least a little bit. I'm surprised they even get it, though. When the rifle falls, I thought they're in a lot of trouble. Oh, messy fight, and the scout doing good work. Puts them in a decent position now. There won't be too much of a buy from Cyclone. They don't really have a lot of money. They could answer back with a force buy, though, but it won't be as spectacular as it was in the last. But yeah, they are going to go for it. So we're going to see a double gleel and that AK. Tech9 Alban just got a Glock. He actually dropped over one. There's nothing for himself. Bit of a weird one. Just a Glock to work with, but it's worked. Jamyong going to find Mzinho. It's not a bad start. Mongols again looking a little dicey.
Yeah, trying to take the peak down middle, you know, force that fight. Just, again, unaffected by the scoreline, I suppose. Confidence is good, but it is a fine line. You have to be careful not to cross it. Still, Mr. Alman with nothing but a smoke and 2 flashes kind of feels like a bit of a non-player. Advent only half a player with where the buy is at, so they really do need these boys on the rifles to pop off. Minute left on the clock. Where are we going, Cyclone?
What's the call here? A little quiet. Looking towards B. Would be the right call as well. Techno is isolated. He's calling over a rotation. He will get just the one. It's going to come join him. That's 2 rifles, though, playing around here. I'm playing through CT and towards water, just crossing sight now. Smoke going to come over towards CT. Blitz should be fine. Drops a nade, doesn't do a lot of damage. It's Advent selling a bit of a ruse, though. They look like they want to double back in the direction of A. And actually, there's good space here for Mercury.
Senzu. Oh, it's 9-10 and Senzu both peeking in. Beautiful hold at the top end of middle. Mercury all alone, 15 seconds, 4 kills, bomb on the floor. Not looking likely. Try and take some damage if he can. Techno going to spot him, does lose the fight out. Senzu also going to lose the fight. There's no way they lose this round, but he does some decent damage on the way out.
You take it. You take it. But yeah, again, that round looked very good. I honestly feel like at one kind of the ending point there, just committing towards B is probably the right call. I know they got 2 players there, but it's just a numbers game, ultimately. The Mongols had no need to over-rotate, and they didn't. So it's well played from the Mongols. Playing a 2-2 split is the right way to go about it. Blitz going to join Techno. Will mean now no buy for Cyclones, and the Mongols get a freebie of a 5th here. Keeps the dream alive of this map not exactly being one-sided, and maybe are starting to look at the conversation about the CT side of Mongols. Blitz going to find Alman. With how aggressive they're pushed through in towards mid, I don't think there's going to be any problem here. Mzinho's got so much control.
Yeah, a couple players as well at the bottom end of mid. Not just Mzinho. Easy in the end. Good money maker. I still need a few more of these rifle rounds, though, before we start to believe. I think Cyclone, obviously, touching distance, you know. And that cannot be understated. What now? What now? We do have the buy coming back from the T side. Plenty of utility to work with. I think a change-up would be good.
I agree.
They've favoured the B side quite a bit so far on the attacking side. I think, for me, maybe let's get one of those more EU-centric sort of rounds where work the B-bomb side, get some utility out of them, maybe keep or draw a rotation. Obviously, you're not really to know on the T side whether they've got 3 to begin with. And then look at A a little bit, and then maybe back to B, I think would be cool, because you've burnt that utility, but I might be a bit too much back and forth, a bit too slow, not enough gunfights for Cyclone. So we'll see.
Let's see. I mean, I like this kind of early test towards A. They haven't really done it too often. They don't actually understand what the Mongols are doing in terms of their early A setup. Mzinho playing anti towards Bark. He's going to rebase it. I think playing anti's the right call. Try and let Senzu do a lot of the work, but he gets caught. Senzu's in surely a lot of trouble. No, the flames will keep him alive, at least temporarily. It's a messy fight towards the site. Advent for one, looking for a double as well. The IGL called upon, low on ammo, and will fall. Poor Alman now with surely nothing left to give in this round.
Well, you would expect Downey will go blitz on the backside, catches him through the smoke. Mongols looking good on the CT side. Mr. Blitz confirms his ace. Still lagging behind in terms of the rounds, but it is looking better and better and better, isn't it? Cyclone, yeah, really hitting the wall here, so to speak.
It's a little bit worrying. I wouldn't mind seeing another pause come through. Just slow things down a tad. Just
give them
take a
the
breather.
respect.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I feel like at the moment, Cyclone are still playing this as if it's a confirmed map. It's not. Oh, great nade usage as well. Down Banana. Not bad damage, though. And they're going to just step up the tempo a little bit. 2-2. They don't mind that at all. That's the B-side open.
Indeed. This is a little weird. They picked up some rifles. Those players have got armor as well. It is only chest armor, but enough that the aim punch won't affect them as much. I'm going to come in, and they will be able to play around the post plants. They've got plenty of time to do that. It's a lot of utility remaining for the Mongols, so they should be able to clear out some angles. Nice deep smoke from Advent, though, man. It really could be difficult. Molly's raining on in. Will make it towards Dark as Alman fully pushed out. It doesn't look like it. Advent getting aggressive with the Mac-10 finds a key frag. Backs off. There's been a massive rotation, though, Naya. Look where Jam Young is. Oh, my goodness. They're on the bomb. They are defusing. He's not going to be able to stop that, unfortunately. Just needed another half second before they got on the bomb. It nearly is the most genius thing you've ever seen, but in the end, it doesn't work out. Mongols, the skin on their teeth, will win number 7.
Yeah, it's kind of the epitome of close but no cigar, isn't it? I mean, credit to Jam Young. I really like the idea. It's just unfortunate that he is, what, about half a second. Even on that corner, if he doesn't pause there, or if that M4 spray was a little bit crisper, who knows? Could have been a different story. What we see now is, while Cyclone is still, of course, only 2 rounds away, Mongols, that's reaching distance. They're 4 rounds behind. This was looking like a massacre at the turn of the half. It's now not as much as a open and shut case as we probably thought it was going to be. Especially when we went into half-time thinking, oh, this is brutal. You know, we had 4 James Bonds at one point with the 007s. It was no even remote kind of question mark coming out of the Mongols boys. And now this fight is looking decent. Look at this setup as well. It's a great setup. Oh, going through the legs here. Jam Young doesn't even expect it. Takes some damage. Drops a molly. Just try and do what he can. Just gonna respect it. That's all he can do, really.
Indeed. Slow creep up Banana here, not using too much utility from the Cyclone side. A good read from them, to be fair. Maybe it is why they favor B a bit more. Senzu, secondary AWP with a lovely flick across. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Will give the advantage across the Mongols once again. And no matter where you go, you're going to have an AWP to deal with, fellas. Really tough stuff for Cyclone.
Good smoke. Playing behind it. I mean, they can't really do anything else, to be honest. 2-3 split. 2 towards that B side. A re-smoke as well, just under the 30-second mark. Man, that is killer. They've got to just fly through it, and that's the last thing you want to do in this situation. 20 seconds, though, boys. Now or never.
Senzu, quick scope, while blinded. Staying alive here as well. Finding another, in fact. Oh my goodness, absolutely mowing them down. Where does Kaze go? It looks like he's going to move away and try and save this AK. Actually has to be careful not to go down after time. Will manage to survive with that frag, but he's got to keep moving. Can't stop. They are on him. He will get away with it. He realizes that they're after him all the same. Mongols bringing it within 3. Think about it. You know, they should be able to win this round. There'll be some kind of a half buy here. And then one more rifle. Then another half buy. Depends on where the bomb plants go, really. But, you know, it feels like there's not as much work. They are actually going to go in for this one. Fair enough. I'd not track the economy as well as I had thought. And without the HUD on the side of the screen, sometimes you got to double down on it. They will actually be able to buy into this one. So, yeah. Mongols, a bit more work to be done, but it is close. It is close. That's obviously the point that I'm trying to make here. And I think They recognize that. Nearly a clothesline from 9-10.
That would have been a lovely opener again, just to cement things in place for them. Not to be. Hot Flash gonna come through the smoke as well. And give them some good control. They want to. Wrapping up one towards long with a walking in towards the AWP. And there's that clothesline we wanted. Can I get a second? No. On to back. That's the bomb. Spotted an Alman. Util in hand. Guns up when you're going on towards the side, fellas. They need these fights as best they can. Blitz gonna come in for another. And surely that's the round done.
You would think so. Kaze caught reloading. Blitz will take him down. 9 rounds for Mongols.
What a recovery, dude.
It's getting close. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? This is way closer than we ever would have expected it to go. 1 round on the T side here for Cyclone thus far. Unbelievable stuff. And that was the pistol, by the way. So it is crazy. It is crazy. They went for a wild force buy, and the Mongols have just not stopped since then.
Yeah, what a recovery. What a recovery. Even if we just imagine that the hypothetical of this just being closed out by Cyclone, you know, here and now, let's say they go to kind of a 13-9, it would still be a lot of respect earned by the Mongols from a dire first half, 10-2 at when we went in towards half time. Now to have turned it now to an 11-9, even that is incredible. And something that Cyclone couldn't do on Mirage as well. We're showing T side is where Cyclone have really met their maker. Senzu holding with the AWP. Will be tested in a second. Pop shot. Not going to find. Tries to go through the wall as well. And then we'll get out of dodge. And taking another Armin was trying to get up close and personal.
Double up set up to once again contend with. Last time it was out, Senzu looked pretty hot. They're going to go. Molotov forcing them forward. Senzu to find the first. 3 players. This is really not looking good, man. Blitz going to go in through the smoke. Unable to find a frag. Senzu still alive at the back end of the site, though, and they still have the man advantage. Not really a lot of HP to work with for Cyclone. Missed shot. The 5-7 is out. And, I mean, this could do it, to be honest. 9-10 picks off Kaze, leaving Advent to do it all. And he's got no HP. 9-10 absolutely annihilates the end of that round. And this is unbelievable, even to bring it this close.
Yeah, 11-10. What a response, dude. And this game still feels like it has life in it. And very much there's kind of life in the eyes of this Mongol side. And we've got to, once again, look back. Right at the start of this half strip, that force buy won out by Mongols. Look what it spiraled into. I was saying it was so risky with an M4 and a Scout and a few upgraded pistols. And the M4 died immediately in towards top banana at the hands of Advent's Mac 10. So it was basically done with some Scouts and some pistols. Look what they find themselves trying to go quick again. Senzu can't find the clothesline, but Techno 4K will. In the corner, looking for more. The damage is beautiful. Senzu coming in for a wallbang just to rub salt in the wound. Mongols looking on track to tie in this game up. This is incredible. What a recovery.
Couldn't write it, mate. Couldn't write it. What a series we've had, honestly. Back and forth. One-sided map. Thought the Mongols were going to do it after Mirage. Cyclone with a super close one, denying away an overtime on Anubis. And now this, you know, Cyclone, they had it in the bag. Just, you know, paid for and everything. As they've gone walking out the shop, security guy's like, well, hold on, are you sure you've paid for that? And suddenly Cyclone is panicking.
Stuttering
maybe
on their
saying,
words.
well, I haven't. Yeah, I don't know where that's come from. But either way, the Mongols have brought it all the way back, mate. It's unbelievable.
I mean, this storyline already that's opening up. This is kind of one of those games though, that feels like it might have a bit of OT written on it. As the Mongols still looking good. They're going to pop towards A here. Oh, I don't know. This could be an absolute massacre. The AK on the corner. Young Mzinho, what can he do? 1. Can he make it 2? Of course he can. Never doubted him. Never for a second. Might be called again for more. He's pretty damn low, but at range. The ult was there for support, but actually it's Mzinho who closes it nonetheless. 16 years of age, 16 kills to his name. It's Mongols who tie this one up. 11 all. My, oh my. 10-2 half. 11-all scoreline. You know, what a fall from grace in a way for Cyclone as well. And this is where you look at this team and the struggles they're having, and you think, what would Mzinho do? I don't know. Unfortunately, he's not here. But I bet they kind of wish he was.
In a sense, yeah. I mean, it would be a completely different story. Maybe. Who knows? I mean, Alman
he's not playing
pretty
bad.
good first half. Yeah, pretty good last map. So I don't know the sort of one-for-one aspect, but it's Jamyoung for me is the big one, right? He is a monster on this team, usually, and sometimes in the international games as well, you know, when they've played at challenger events and things like that, he has looked very good. But here, he's gone missing. Particularly into this second half. A slow start. You commented on it, didn't you? You were like, this guy doesn't really have to do anything, and at that point, it's like, it's fair, but
yeah,
when something's being asked of him, he's not warm enough. Yeah, it's like he may well have switched off a little bit because he thought the game was over and he's getting a bit carried. So difficult now to reawaken himself.
We need it. Need him to find some form. I mean, especially Cyclone fans as well, watching, hoping, praying that he does try and give them something. Blitz, I don't know whether he spotted Mercury behind that Molotov, but he is going to fall away. He's falling away quite suspiciously as well. He is going to give them a lot of room here. With smoke deep in front of Library, you assume that it looks like a B wrap, but they are heading in that direction of A, and they're going to need Blitz to try and support.
Nice shot from 9-10. Oh, the Mongols doing it, aren't they? Mzinho going to be blinded up. Molotov coming in as well will make his life very awkward indeed. 5-7 out from 9-10. Going to get himself another. Oh, look at the damage that he's done there. Surely enough. Flash comes round. Bomb plant denied. That'll be the round. Jamyoung all alone. There's nothing he can do here to save this round. He will keep his AK, but they will lose the lead. And an overtime is the best that Cyclone can hope for.
A miracle recovery from the Mongols. 10-2 at the half, and now we find ourselves 12-11 for the Mongols. They have completely turned this game on its head. What a way to close out a best of 5. Gone all 5 maps, and you know, as much as I'm an Inferno hater that I find ourselves, you know, I'll admit it, I'm an Inferno hater, but it is you know, an insane map here. This is one of the best maps of Counter-Strike I've seen in a long, long time. Just in terms of that 2 incredibly one-sided halves.
Final round here. Cyclone trying something. Jamyoung is a bit crazy. He's lost Mercury, who is his other man on the inside. And he will eventually get spotted.
Surely
it could have been a good spot, you know, if the long player peeked into his angle. But, yeah, just figured out. Or randomly spotted. It's one of those kind of positions that he was taking. So, the last attempt. They've got 1 smoke left. They're going to use it. Gonna burst through this smoke now. Oh, I do not like the look of it, but we'll see. These are the moments, I suppose, that sometimes can come off for you. Senzu will stay alive at the back end of Nubox. Smoke going down, playing up close, can't land the no-scope. Alman takes him with the jumping peak. However, the smoke going to dissipate in towards Coffin. And now just kaze. Bomb plant coming in. Fire all around him. Trying to survive here in at Nubox. A good spot for the AWP. Going to work around the smoke. Can he find anybody? He picks off one. Spots out a second there. Jumping up above. Going round with the no-scope. He may well have done it. The knife is out. Oh, and Blitz is going to get it with the knife. There's no way that is how this ends. What? I don't believe it. Mongols have done it. They will take the victory. They are the champions of ECL Asia. But what a way to finish off the series with the knife. And that sums it up perfectly, to be honest with you, right? Especially on that map, because that's what it was. It was just an absolute backstab from the Mongols.